Well, hello. Welcome back to Neptune Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. So today I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Capricorn for the month of June 2021. If you have a sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Capricorn, this might be your reading. I did ask my spirit guides for a message regarding to love and relationships. So Capricorn, this is what I got. I'm using the Star Marchetti decks today, 2 of them, and several oracles. Let's just get right into the message. The overall energies on the bottom of the decks, we had the 8 of Cups walking away and the 2 of Swords taking the blinders off, making a decision. Capricorn, I feel like this reading is specifically for somebody who is dealing with a long-term partnership, okay? It could be business, right? Or family or something, but I suspect that this has more to do with a love interest. So long-term is what I'm seeing here with this 7 of Coins and the Hierophant. This usually indicates some kind of like committed, like marriage type of partnership, something that you have like a long-standing contract with. So yes, it could be a business associate. It could be a long-term job or employer or business partner, something like that. Or it just could be a romantic partner. But whatever the case, Capricorn, it looks like you're standing and evaluating what has gone on here, and it doesn't look like it's a very happy situation. Again, we do have an 8 of Cups, a walking away, something that's been very emotionally disappointing to you, as kind of what I am seeing here, especially when you take into consideration this 5 of Swords. So it's like, usually that's like a lot of bitter fighting, manipulation, just really a harsh energy. It's like a really cutthroat, arguing, sort of fighting, conflicted, mental energy, a lot of head games, perhaps. It could be as much as abuse. I mean, I hope that that's not your story, Capricorn, but it really could be. And and all the like other buzzwords that go along with it. This can indicate a relationship that was like very narcissistic or just maybe devolved over time. We see the 5 of Swords. It's being clarified by Temperance and the Page of Wands. So clearly like a very immature energy. This is something that I feel like very stagnant, okay, relationship. Not fulfilling at all. And, it could be recently that things have started to fall apart, or it could have just been like a slow burn, right? Where just over time, you have just finally found yourself in this situation, and it's like you really need to wake up to it. If you haven't already, you're waking up to it now, I would say. Because we have this King of Wands, a heightened intensity. Like, maybe this is your partner, maybe this is you. Could be, flip-flop the roles, however this fits. But we see the King of Wands here clarified by the 4 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So fire energy, you could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries in this situation. But nonetheless, I see somebody who is definitely being manipulative, someone who very self-absorbed, very self-involved. We have a relationship that's clearly divided. We no longer have two people who are working together. We have people who have taken sides and who are at each other's throats, essentially. So if you're still in this situation, um, it it's coming apart at the seams. We've got the Tower clarified by the Lovers. So Capricorn, be careful, I'm going to say at the outset, because this is a potentially volatile situation. There could be physical abuse, there could be mental abuse, there could be bitter fighting, nastiness. Um, the foundation is crumbling underneath you, and it looks like it was a divine partnership, right? So we have this Lovers card. This can be a very karmic relationship, one that has brought you on a really long journey, um, and found you in a place of real difficulty, and really battled. And so I'm really sorry, Capricorn, this seems kind of tough. And so you're at a place, you're at a crossroads, honestly. Um, Here's the Sun, with the Queen of Swords. It's all being very illuminated for you, though, I'll say. I think that you're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Um, I think you're this Queen of Swords. I think this Queen of Swords energy, which is coming along, um, to illuminate for you what you're just not willing to put up with anymore, what you are coming into balance with within yourself, Capricorn. Um, to understand that, you've got to cut out this relationship. Okay, this is not healthy. It's not serving your highest good anymore. It's your highest evolution. This Queen of Swords, she can often be like what, a very bitter, very aloof, very detached. This relationship is cold. It's gone cold. It's in stark contrast to the Sun. Um, it's not brought you into this Ten of Coins, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. What you Where you want to go, right? Where you thought you would find yourself, what you expected for yourself, at this point in your life, was in this Ten of Coins place, in this place where you are in a loving, sustained, long-term, beautiful partnership where your life was filled with abundance and with happiness, where you're walking through a portal, um, into a happily ever after space. And so what we see you desiring and what we see you expecting for yourself is this Page of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, right? So here's what's in the works. Here's what you are coming to terms with. Capricorn, you deserve to have this Six of Pentacles, this beautiful new beginning, with a partner who can offer you stability and equal give and take and reciprocity and fairness, gosh, and justice, right? Somebody who can treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, somebody who is willing to receive, all of who you are, all of your gifts, all of your qualities, all of the beautiful things that you would expect out of partnership, right? To be able to give to your partner, to receive from your partner. And so here we have in the final card, this Ten of Cups, the happy family, the happy life, all of the emotional fulfillment. This is the potential. This is Mars and Pisces. And we see this clarified by the Fool, the Emperor, and the Nine of Swords. So I will say this. Capricorn, you're at a crossroads. You're at a place where in June of 2021, you've just had this nightmare. You've just had this nightmare situation. You're deciding to let it go. It's causing you a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, and rightly so. I think your hesitation is, do you believe that you can begin again, right? Do you believe in love? Do you believe that this is possible for you? And the answer is yes, it is, right? Of course it is. But you're in this place where you have your doubts. You're worried that, if you start again, will you end up with somebody who's going to take advantage of you, or who's going to try to control you, or who's going to try to be domineering to you? And so I would say this is an opportunity, Capricorn, for you to define, who do you want to be, right? How are you going to stand on your own 2 feet? How are you going to face this situation and transform it, right? How are you going to take on the qualities of these kings and queens, right? So that you can be the emperor in your own, in your own world, and stand on your own 2 feet, so that you can get right within yourself, so that you can begin to attract again that which will bring you, the happiness that you honestly need to find within yourself first, though, Capricorn, is kind of what I'm feeling here. So June is going to be a time where there's going to be some decisions, okay? There's going to need to be an inquiry, a deep inquiry on your part. To decide, what are your next steps? This is a standstill right now. This is a time for healing. This is a time for reflection. This is a time for making a decision for some of you, just to get away from this, all right? To move away from this. You're like at step 1, some of you. Okay, so what is the advice from Spirit? Yeah, we see that you're between worlds. We see round and round. So this is indicative of, look, you've been around and around this cycle. I mean, I don't know how many times, right? For some of you, like I said, this is a long-term relationship. Like, this has been going on for years, some of you, and to pull yourself out of it would be a huge victory. It would be a huge first step. Get yourself someplace safe. Get yourself someplace quiet where you can pull your energy back, so that you can begin to do this healing journey. You've got 1 foot in between worlds. You've got 1 foot forward into the new, and you've got 1 foot that's kind of keeping you stuck behind. Are you going to make the choice to walk away, right? This is really somebody's reading. It's very, very specific. It's not going to apply to everybody. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. Okay, so here it is. When we're in a space where we're like, a 5 of Swords space, I mean, y'all may be in a very, very significantly shut down mind state right now, okay? You may have been dealing with verbal and physical and emotional and psychological and all the kinds of abuses, sexual, who knows what, right? Are you going to choose to release that? Are you going to choose to end this cycle? No one, and this is going to sound harsh. I don't want it to sound harsh. I really don't. No one's going to make this choice for you. You're going to have to dig deep within inside of yourself, Scorpio. Reach out and get some help if you need it. But you're going to have to be the one to make the decision to change the trajectory of this thing. White Swan says the power of divine grace is within you. Yeah. And here, spend the day with God. This is about your divine... This is like a divine appointment for you, Capricorn. This is like where you wake up to who you are, the power, the powerful being that lies within you, that there is no obstacle. There is nothing that's impossible with God. There is nothing that, any force external to you cannot overcome the power that lies within you, right? Let's read the back of, this is the Carolyn Miss Wisdom for Healing card oracle. Here's what it says. This is the day for you to spend with God, a day of prayer, a day of silence. Imagine that your entire world is a sacred chapel. Every inch of your life is filled with grace and the presence of the divine. Visualize yourself in the company of heaven every minute of the day. Capricorn, I feel like whoever this message is for, you're waking up to the fact that God's divine grace is available to you. This is within you. This is your guides, your angels, your spirit messengers coming to surround you, to fill you with the knowing and the protection and the love, to understand that you're divinely held, that you're divinely protected. Okay, this is a message for somebody that it's time for you to make a decision to move on. Okay, it's time for you to get yourself into a place where you can get your mind correct, where you can get yourself surrounded with people who are going to care for you, who are going to comfort you, and who are going to make it possible for you to heal. Okay? You're in between worlds right now, Capricorn, whoever this is for. And the time is now. Okay. All right, this is the message. I hope that it did help somebody out there. If it did, please go ahead and like the video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. I'm planning to post about once a week for each of the signs moving forward. We'll do on all different kinds of topics as spirit guides me. Thank you for coming by today. It was a pleasure, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. Bye.